Oh, cut. Right then, something a little bit different today. Ryan would normally be doing these videos, but he's not in, so you've got me, unfortunately. So we'll have a look at the car that we've got in. It's a customer's Ibiza, a 2 litre TDI, common rail. We've had it in previously, we've done a tune on it, Powerflex bushers, Bilstein suspension. All that is in preparation for him using it on track. He's been to the Nürburgring in it. It's got some bucket seats, stripped out in the back, and some semi-slick tyres. The list probably goes on. So he's finally took the plunge now to get more power, which is why it's in the workshop, for this, which is our GTB 2260 turbo kit. It's also in for the pipe kit, an oil cooler, head bolts, and a Quaife limited slip diff. All those will help on the track. We'll let Paul crack on getting it all fitted, and then we'll check back in afterwards when it's on the dyno, and we'll take it out for a road test, see what it's like. So after a little bit of tuning with the new hardware fitted, this is the power figure that we ended up with, 241 and 360 foot-pound of torque. It did soon become apparent that there was a restriction at that power, which meant Paul came over, we took the standard tip pipe off and then run it up again. So with no tip pipe or air filter on at all, we got an extra 6 horsepower and probably another 15 foot-pound of torque at the top end. So the standard airbox and the standard tip pipe was definitely causing a restriction. So Rob's come up with a little bit of a solution for that, which is this ram air filter and one of our silicon tip pipes. This is not actually meant for this car, which has meant we've had to make a custom bracket and just 3D print a little spacer on there as well when the camera wants to focus. So yeah, little spacer on there. But that does the job. So after a little bit more tweaking on the tune, these are the final power figures that we've ended up with. So that's 253 horsepower, and then obviously it's a little bit more restrictive now with the air filter on there, which means we're sitting at about 365 foot-pound of torque. Bearing in mind that this is a track car, it gets took to the Nürburgring, the customer's going to be giving it quite a bit of hammer, so we haven't pushed anything to the absolute limits. EGTs are still 820 degrees, so very, very safe. The customer should have no problem driving to Nürburgring, thrashing it around and getting back safely. So I think next up, we'll bang some GoPros in and we'll take it out for a road test. Road test time. As you can see, I'm out in the Ibiza. First thoughts, very punchy, nice and responsive. The exhaust's pretty loud in this. Probably how he wants it, so he can hear where the revs are at the track. It has just started spitting on me, which is not ideal for a road test, but we'll not go too crazy. You'll probably be able to hear it anyway on the cameras, but we've got a nice little pigeon noise. Some of you PD guys will like that one. We've got a bit of a gap in the traffic now, so I'll just get to 40 mile an hour. Probably sitting at 2200 RPM. And we'll put his foot down. It's pretty quick. Definitely reminds me of my days when I had the TT, similar engine, similar power. That was running like 260 horsepower. But yeah, I used to love driving that. Really, really nice car to drive. And this, if anything, probably feels a little bit quicker with it being a little bit lighter. Obviously, the TT was a quattro, so grip was never an issue. But to say it's just started spitting, and we're on track tyres, it didn't really struggle. So you get a little bit of lag just until probably 2800 RPM. And then after 3000 you're just off. I think at this spec with a 2260 on, it's what you'd want in a daily car really. I like it. It feels like a proper hot hatch. I'm pretty sure the customer's going to be happy with this spec. If I was to buy one of these, this is a spec I'd go for. Sitting at roughly 250 horsepower. You don't need much more on the road, and I'd say you wouldn't need much more on the track either. Not in something this light. It's very, very fun to drive. It's a little bit twitchy when you put your foot down and you get a little bit of torque steer, but I think it makes it a little bit more exciting. A bit more of an adrenaline rush. Which is what you want from something that's not a million horsepower. It's, yeah, it's fun. I think that's the main thing, this car's fun. So, I'll head back to the workshop now. If you like these little short customer videos and you think we should do more of them, comment below, let us know. Hopefully you haven't missed Ryan too much. Maybe I'll get him to do the next one, or maybe this is my new permanent job, who knows. Comment below anyway what you want us to do, and yeah, see you in the next one.